Hi everyone. We had an awesome opportunity for a little family getaway at a nearby rainforest on Tuesday through Thursday of this past week. And so we wanted to share some of that with you today.
As you can imagine, getting away from everything that's going on here can be difficult, especially for all of us. If it's just Jeff and I, our oldest two kids here can kind of take over and run the show. But for all of us to up and leave is kind of a lot, so we don't do it often. However, we had been talking about a year or so ago that we should try and do something with our bio kids like every 6 months, but we failed. So this is our first time being away in just over a year, so it was super needed, but we had a great time.
We got off to an early start on Tuesday, but it wasn't very long before we had an issue.
Violet, where are we at? Okay, you don't know, but what are we doing?
Going to Rondo?
Yeah, but why? What are we doing right this second?
Waiting on Dad's car.
Yeah, we're trying to go on a little vacation. But there you see Jeff's car on the side of the road. My car's on the side of the road, but mine actually works. His does not. So we're all just waiting patiently. Ziki, say hi. Hi. Hi, Reed.
After about 30 minutes, we got my truck running again. It's a 1991 Mitsubishi Pajero, so we do expect it to have problems from time to time. But we got it running, back on the road. What else could possibly go wrong?
Well, it's a definite possibility that we are, in fact, lost. Yeah, it's just great because we don't have
She's
Carson
video
Brendan or Dad.
or Dad.
This car that's full of girls and babies is lost.
With 2 small boys.
While Dad, Carson, and Brendan know where they're going.
Maybe. Well, they say they do.
We think we might be on track now.
We have found a dirt road.
It's all bumpy.
I might be wrong about them redoing the roads.
But you know what? They just had that truck there that was painting the lines.
There's
so
some cows.
right. Yeah.
Maybe.
But I do remember seeing
There's
signs that
another
said
big
Proclamator
cow.
Rainforest.
There's a lot.
When we had to turn around and go check on Jeff's Pajero, I had Carson with me, which is the main reason we had to turn around, because Carson is the handy one in the family. And so when we got there, they were trying to do some things, and we're just sitting on the side of the road. And so we decided that I should take the little kids and just go ahead and head to Rondo, the rainforest where we were staying. And so I did that, but that meant that I was traveling without Carson. So it was just the girls and the younger kids. And the first place my GPS took me was the wrong place. And so then the second place, I still wasn't 100% sure if it was the right place or not. So that's why you hear us talking about, are we lost? Are we lost? There was really a good chunk of time, probably 30 minutes, that I was really convinced that we were lost. And there were some places in the road that I wasn't even sure that my tiny little car was going to be able to cross. Obviously it did. But it was kind of nerve-wracking because I don't speak Swahili. Joy and Violet and Aspen and Reed are all fluent in Swahili, but they're very shy about speaking it because when they speak Swahili, oftentimes people are like so shocked and they make a big, huge deal about it. So I couldn't just stop and ask for directions. Finally, as we were kept going down this dirt road and I wasn't seeing any signs that said Rondo, I saw a guy who was delivering Coke. And so I thought, okay, this is the Coke man. Surely if Rondo is this way, he will know what I'm talking about. So I got super brave and I rolled down my window and I asked him if he knew Rondo. And he said, Rondo? And I said, yeah, do you know Rondo? And he said, yes. And I said, is it this way? And he said, yes. So I just kept going. And then eventually we found the long-awaited sign. chicken?
Spend all my money.
I'm pretty sure we're breaking Rondo rules right here.
Why?
Making all this noise.
I heard a very wise saying, they only make rules so you can break them. Kyle said that.
I'm not getting in trouble when he comes in.
You old self is doing it as well.
Hey, give me my property.
Y'all, I made a rookie mistake, and I'm not a rookie mom. This is not anything new for me. I know the rules. Like, you don't buy toys that are super loud, and you don't buy your kid a recorder for their stocking at Christmas time, and you don't buy flute suckers. So I don't know what happened, but I was just really excited, and I thought, oh, the kids will love them. And as you can all hear, they did. They loved the flute suckers that I will never buy again.
Alright, do I get some?
20 miserable minutes later, someone still has their sucker. You know everyone's gonna see what a small child you are on our vlog. Everyone on your own vlog, they're gonna see how childish you are.
After a little bit of time relaxing, we decided to explore the rainforest around the retreat center. Our meals were fantastic, and we were served breakfast, lunch, and dinner in a beautiful dining room. And apparently, Carson felt like the dining was a little bit too nice for Brendan.
This is our fancy dining. 5-star dining.
It automatically goes down to 3 when you walk in the room.
After dinner, we had some more fun time just hanging out as a family, enjoying each other's company, playing some games, and we did a little birthday celebrating as well. It was Stephanie's 40th birthday, and she really wanted a chicken coop, and so we're almost finished building that for her. And then Violet is turning 12 in a few days.
Keep them closed.
Close your eyes, but move your hands. Guess what it is?
This?
Yeah, guess.
What is it?
Guess, just say something.
Something.
No.
Say what is it? I don't even know. Oh, it's a...
A necklace? Goggles? The next morning it was time to explore more of the rainforest, so we did a 2-hour hike after breakfast. After lunch, we were back at the house for a few more hours of family fun. Then some of us went on another adventure. So Brendan, Carson, Katie, Violet, and I are on our way up to watch the sunset over the rainforest. Should be pretty cool. Getting a little rain, which is kind of welcome at this point. We've worked up quite a sweat. Going up a pretty steep incline now.
It's still going up.
And still going up. Somehow this hill turned into Mount Everest. Some pretty heavy rain over there to the south of us, so we're gonna wait it out before we head back down. Y'all having fun? Yeah. With all the rain, we didn't see the sunset, so we decided to get up early the next morning and see if we could catch the sunrise. Thankfully, our perseverance paid off. After soaking in this amazing view of God's creation, we decided to head back down the hill and explore a local bat cave. Sounds like a great idea, right? I mean, what could be more fun than sharing a small space with hundreds of bats? We are in the Liranda Hill Bat Cave.
This is where it gets black on your foot.
Oh, yeah.
She stepped in it last year.
It's pretty nasty and muddy.
I got mud on my hands.
One went right by my camera.
Big eyes.
They're big bats.
Wow.
She didn't have to can't really see them. Even with those big eyes. Yeah.
Look at all these. So many bats.
I'm turning around.
Violet's pulling me back.
After our encounter with the bats, we were ready to get home, but we had one more experience with the local wildlife in store for us. After getting back from our morning adventures, we had time for one last meal, a little playing around, and of course, some work on the Pajero, and then it was time to head home.
Is there somebody around? Maybe, yeah, if you can get him to come.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Yes, I have no problem with this accelerate.
Wow, what an amazing experience. We are just so thankful to have that opportunity to rest and recharge a little bit, but we're thankful to be back home, to be honest with you. We missed the Mercy Home family, and we're happy to be back.
It was kind of funny. We were thinking about Thursday, like staying there half the day and then coming home later in the evening, because it's about a 2-hour drive from our home. And Wednesday night we were discussing it, and I was like, hey, do you guys want to stay here and eat lunch, or you want to go home? And Carson and I were definitely like, let's go home first thing in the morning. As you saw, we didn't really get to go home first thing in the morning because Old Faithful here broke down again. That's the only thing you can really count on this hunk of metal to do, is to break down. So we did get home probably about 2 or so it wasn't too terribly bad. But it wasn't ideal. We were hoping to get back sooner. We also don't like being away, like where we don't have good Wi-Fi or internet, because we can't keep up with what's going on here. So if we had been somewhere where we could communicate freely with the people that were here running things and we could check on things, it probably wouldn't have been as pressing to get back. Also, you might have noticed that Zeke and Zari were with us, and so I just wanted to explain that a little bit. Last time we went out of town, just our bio family, it was just over a year ago, and Zeke kind of panicked. He cried when we left, which we all felt terrible about, and then when we got back, which we were only gone 2 days just like this time, and we actually went to Rondo, he like clung to us for 2 or 3 weeks. And so we decided at that point that we would not leave Zeke again, that if he couldn't go, we wouldn't go. And so he's free to travel around with us in Kenya. Obviously, we can't leave Kenya with him. And then Zari's still waking up throughout the night. She sleeps right next to me every night. And so when we're away, obviously there's more work on the people here that are running it. And so our social worker is awesome, but I didn't want to drop that on her. Although she would have loved for me to have left Zari with her, it just wasn't really an option in our mind. So we packed up Zeke and Zari, and off we went. And we had a great time. There was a little bit of rest in there somewhere, I think, maybe. Maybe for somebody else. No, I'm just kidding. We had a good time, and there was some rest. It was just relaxed there, and all of our meals were prepared, so there was no fussing about who was cooking, who was chopping, who was cleaning. All of that was taken care of, so it was a huge blessing.
And we do want to ask you to subscribe.
Oh no, do it. That was good. Yeah, you should subscribe, because we have like 96 subscribers, and someone told me that once we hit 100 we can get some kind of link. I don't really know anything about YouTube, y'all. I'm serious. I almost never watch YouTube, and if I do, it's about homesteading, so I don't know. I'm just like doing whatever because I'm trying to be obedient and stuff.
All right, well, thanks for watching. We appreciate so much your prayers and your support. Have a good night.
It's super late, y'all. It's not really super late, but it's 9 p.m. and we've had a long day and just trying to get this wrapped up. So he's like, let's go do the video. I'm like, it's 9. We can't just keep doing videos. And so here we are. It's 9 p.m. and we're wrapping up. So subscribe and don't worry about our mistakes. We'll get better. Maybe.
Good night.
Good night.